We are now just 38 days away from tip-off for the NCAA Women's Final Four here in Cleveland. Of course, it's expected to bring big money to area businesses, enhanced by a certain superstar who is bringing even more buzz. Neil Fisher explains.
In just over 1 month, a women's college basketball champion will be crowned in Cleveland. But one student athlete has already made an imprint on girls and women's basketball across the country.
Caitlin Clark is the Taylor Swift of basketball.
Clark, a senior guard at Iowa, became the women's basketball all-time leading scorer earlier this year and has become an icon for younger athletes, including those coached by Kevin McNamara at Berea-Midpark High School and at his program, Mac Basketball.
Girls are looking at the screen going, that could be me. You know, the old commercial, I want to be like Mike, I want to be like Caitlin, should be the new one.
McNamara has coached basketball for 20 years and has had more than 300 girls go on to play college basketball. He told me why Clark is different than most and why she has become someone his players look up to.
She is that Midwestern farm girl, heartland of America, outwork you, out-hustle you, outplay you, checks every box, and ultimately there's a reason why every gym she goes into, she sells out.
The Greater Cleveland Sports Commission expects large crowds for the Final Four, which starts on April 5th, and superstars like Caitlin Clark can make that happen. 2024 NCAA Women's Final Four Executive Director Monica Gustin told 3 News the economic impact has surged since they were awarded the games 6 years ago.
We estimated in 2018, when we were awarded $22 million of economic impact for Northeast Ohio. What we saw as indication last year in Dallas, it's going to be much more than that.
Clark has a chance to make it to Cleveland for the Final Four this year, but one of the teams in her way, the Ohio State Buckeyes, to watch that game this Sunday in person, it'll cost you more than $270 per ticket. So right now, I want to bring in a friend. Al Pulowski joins me now. Al, you watched Caitlin Clark in person this year already. What is the atmosphere like when she's playing a game?
Neil, the thing I would say was the closest to for Clevelanders is LeBron James with the Cavaliers. Now, some of you might say that's silly until you've actually seen it, as I did in Des Moines. I called a game in December for Iowa. They had about 11,000 there for the men's game, which was played before this. The women's game was sold out. They had 15,000 for that. There were more people there to see Caitlin Clark. Her jerseys are everywhere. Des Moines had people walking around town with Caitlin Clark jerseys, and she really is a force of nature. She had 38 that night when I called the game. She's amazing. I've seen nothing like it in college basketball. She truly is something special.
All right, Al, thank you for your insight. Russ, a lot of potential that Cleveland will have to offer.
Certainly. Neil, thank you. And Al, thank you as well. We will see you again in just a bit.